I know you've been enjoying our June staycation issue, and of course, I had to head south for my staycation, and we came all the way to the JW Marriott Starr Pass, and you cannot beat this view and really where this hotel is placed. One of the cool things about the resort is if you are a mountain biker or a hiker, this is where you want to be, because Southwest Trekking actually has an office, a desk set up right inside the lobby. And this is Coy Lindbergh, a native from Tucson.
Yes.
And I already heard that you prefer if people book the mountain biking trip with you because that's your fave.
Oh, it is. It's great. We get out on the trails and we really enjoy it. We get people out here, teach them a little bit about the Sonoran Desert, and teach them how to bike and have a great time.
You know, as a native of this area, tell us about how many acres we have to explore in your backyard here.
Oh, there's tons out here. There's about 20 or so miles of mountain biking that you can do, tons of trails, historic homesteads as well. It's a Tucson Mountain Park. It's a beautiful area.
Well, what's nice too is they've got hikes for, you know, any level of fitness, really. I mean, you've got the easy hikes that you can do, you've got more strenuous hikes. When people come to Southwest Trekking, do they have a preference?
It really depends on their level. It has to deal with what they're looking for. We try to tailor each event to exactly what they want. If they're looking for a nice easy hike, something scenic, we can do that. If they're looking for more of a fitness hike, we can bump it up a little bit for them too.
What have you seen out there? I mean, you forget how pretty the desert can be and how colorful it can be, depending on the time of year, but what kinds of things have you seen out there?
Oh, Gila monsters, roadrunners, mule deer, javelina, bobcats. There's over 500 vertebrate animals here that live here. We're also blooming with our saguaro flowers. We have palo verde trees, all kinds of great stuff out there.
So do you know everything there is to know about the saguaro?
No.
maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. We have someone that we work with, Bill Peachy. He's a saguaro expert. So.
Are you surprised? People come from all over the world here. They come all over to see the desert. Isn't it amazing how good the mountain biking is here? Because that's what you love to do, and there are some other great spots around the country, but Tucson has some great mountain biking.
It really does. It's a hidden gem. And I bike with people from all over the world, and they're really amazed to see how many trails and how much diversity there are.
Your complimentary hike that you do, I know what's nice is you try to get guests back in time for another great ritual that they do here at the resort. You've been a part of that before, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the Mataki Asen, a Native American ceremony. And that's something that they can enjoy after the hike. Great way to start the morning. Do a morning hike, maybe see some wildlife, come down and then do the ceremony down at the fire pits.
So are you ever leaving Arizona?
No. I moved away quite a bit, but I always came back. So I think I'm here to stay.
All right, now that we've got a hike under our belts, it's time to eat. And I have to tell you, at the Starr Pass, you have several options. We are in the signature restaurant Primo. This is Executive Chef Danny Perez. Been here, what, 10 years?
I have. It's been a great ride.
How many options are there for people who just want to sit down and grab something to eat?
You know, the great versatility about our resort is that we have an opportunity to share with our guests great, local, fresh, modern food. That's what here is in Primo. Signature Grill just completely translates what the Southwest is all about. We have barbecue next to our golf course, American food next to the pool, and tacos and tequila at our lobby bar.
And I've done, I think, 5 of the 6 of those so far. I mentioned in the article, oh, by the way, you need to pick up a copy of the June issue of Phoenix Magazine. That's why we're doing all of these cool stories on the different resorts that we have visited during our staycations. I talk about the pozole, and I loved hearing that someone allowed one of the workers there to just stick her family's recipe on the menu. Are you pretty open to letting folks come in and say, hey, I've got an idea, or what about this?
Absolutely. You know, food and passion, and it's all about family. You know, I spend most of my time at home in the kitchen. You have a party, people are in the kitchen. So I think that the passion that our associates bring and the true honesty of our food is being able to have our associates share with us their past, their idea, where they come from, their culture, and that pozole has that story, which is just another thing that we are able to share with all of our guests.
Yeah, it is. I've had several bowls, actually. Probably a little bit too much, but it's good. I couldn't help but notice you have a nice herb garden outside. Is that pretty unique to work at a place that cultivates some of the herbs and things that you use for your meals?
Believe it or not, it's a very common thing now, and I think that for our brand and a resort our size, is something that people look for. More than ever, people want to know where food comes from, and we at least get an opportunity to share some of that here in Primo by utilizing some of the things in our garden. Our partnership with local farms and the community helps build that all together, but the Primo garden is just the little tip of the iceberg for all of those things.
The signature dishes here would be what?
We have the pork saltamboca. We have a great octopus salad. there's an infinity of dishes, but those two are definitely the ones that don't move from the menu.
Well, I love the fact, and I always think gelato is pretty light. I'm not necessarily a dessert person, and sometimes I tend to overindulge in the meal. But I love the fact that you guys have, I don't know how many flavors of gelato, but even prickly pears on the menu there.
Yeah, you know, and us using the local flair and the local flavors gives us an opportunity to share with our guests, again, where am I? I need to know I'm in Tucson, so those type of things are important to us. However, I think that the versatility that we have of changing the menu, flavors change every week, and I think that that's the fun part, to be able to share that with them.
How are you able to work at a place like this and not gain 800 pounds?
I walk the area very, very often, and that helps, and I graze.
You graze and you hang with Coy from Southwest Trekking, who just showed us all around and talked about some of the great biking and hiking that you have here. So what's next for you guys here? You've got these great spots, but I know you're always looking to up things and kind of keep up with the times and expand the menu. What's next for you?
Well, you know, I think that the important part is that it's going to be pool season. Well, we have a great little kiosk next to our lazy river, so our Star Canyon River. It's called Rio Cantina. We're doing different tacos and different beer specials in there every weekend for everybody who's enjoying the pool. During the summer, we're going to have a great opportunity to rejuvenate our signature grill dining room, which is going to be a great opportunity for us to relaunch what the true trio of cultures is and how the Southwest is represented there.
Okay, so last quick question. If I'm on the lazy river, I'm floating around, and all of a sudden I need some pozole, can someone get it for me from the grill?
Absolutely.
Without me having to leave the lazy river?
More than likely.
Okay. The bottom line is you got to check out the JW Marriott Starr Pass. It doesn't matter if you want Starbucks upstairs or some saltimbukka. You'll find it all right here. Chef Danny, I think I'm going to go partake of some of your prickly pear if you don't mind.
Please.
All right, we'll see you later.